Hi everyone, this is Anna here again with Potty. Today I want to talk about the two things that you should absolutely take care of before you start potty training your toddler. And that is, you need to start potty teaching before you start potty training. And that involves simple techniques such as mirroring, talking to your child about their body, what their body is doing, and introducing them to a soft routine. The second thing you need to do is that you need to make sure that your child is not constipated before you begin potty training. The reason for that is a simple reason. You want to avoid hurdles before you go in. Making sure that your kid's stool is soft and regular before you start introducing them from going into their diaper for nearly 2 years to going into a pot, which is a socially adapted skill. That in itself is going to be a big teaching moment. So you don't want to, on top of that, create, aggravate the whole situation with constipation. So you want to make sure that you take care of that. The number one reason for child potty training refusal and withholding, which can turn into a nightmare, is constipation. Let me show you on a quick clip what can happen when a child starts withholding. Hi again. This is the GI system. And although I can give you a nice lecture on the GI system, I will not. Why? Because I don't want to bore you guys half to death. So I'm going to focus on the large intestine, which is one of the last sections of the GI system. After the large intestine comes the rectum and then the anal sphincter, which you have, thankfully, voluntary control over. The main function of the large intestine is to reabsorb water back into the body. So when the waste passes from the small intestine into the large intestine, it's mainly water. So if your child is withholding stool, just think about it. That stool is just going to continue to get harder because the large intestine is not going to stop doing its job. And the rectum is just going to, it's like a storage space where it's just going to continue, the poop is just going to continue to pile in there, okay? As the stool continues to pile in there, the muscle of that rectum can continue to just get larger and bulkier. So if it gets larger and bulkier, it can't really create those, natural contractions to give you the urge to poop, okay? This is like in a nutshell. Of course, there's a lot of stuff involved, but, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you to understand what's going on in your child's body if they are constipated and withholding stool. As if everything that I said wasn't enough, there are worse things that can happen to your child with constipation and withholding. One of them is called Incorporisis, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like. So I'm just gonna shove some clay. I don't think I have enough clay, so I wanna make a nice little visual for you. So I'm gonna add a dried up avocado, a rock. And we're gonna put this into this plastic sleeve here, which is meant to be the large intestine, and then the rectum would be down here. Put a little scrunchie here to try to divide them, but I hope you guys get the idea. So let's stuff this baby up and see what it looks like. So you can continue to try to fix your child's diet and provide a lot of exercise, a lot of water, do all the right things. You can do all the right things, but I have to tell you that this needs to come out. This is not going to get soft. One of the other disasters that can happen is that your child can suffer from what is called Incorporisis, and that's basically all the new stool that comes into the large intestine that is water, right? Will leak through the hard stool and then eventually just leak into your child's butthole or anal sphincter and just leak. And your poor kid, he or she will have no control over this. So they'll just continue to stain their underwears, and you'll just continue to get upset because you don't understand why they're staining the underwear. And it's because they have pounds of hard poop in their rectum, and the new stool is just coming in and leaking So you need to unclog this. This needs to come out either through natural remedies or, you know, enemas, suppository. For anything bigger than that, you need to speak to your pediatrician. They will recommend, you know, laxatives for your child. Worst forms, you would have to take your kid to the emergency room, and they would have to disinfect your child. But, you know, obviously I would recommend to try all the natural remedies first. Try to have your kid relax on the toilet. But the best thing is, again, to prevent this before you're trying to make them poop and pee on the toilet. To be quite frank, if you're in that situation where you've already started training, your child's, you know, peeing or into it or half into it, whatever it is, you need to start school, you need to, like, you know, speed up the process, whatever it is. But if they feel more comfortable pooping all this stool in their pull-up or their diaper or whatnot because they're frightened of, you know, letting the stool out into a potty or a toilet, just let them do it like that, just for the sake of getting all that hard poop out. If the fix is just slapping a pull-up on and having them, you know, defecate all this hard stool in there, if that's the fix, then please do it. You know, please do it, and then focus on, once you see all the stool coming out smooth from all your hard work, then start their training in the potty or the toilet. In the meantime, you know, this needs to be taken care of. What with Incorporisis, what could happen? Let me see if I have a scissor here, just to give you a nice visual of what can happen. Just make believe, put a little hole in here just to make it stop, you know, your anal sphincter or poop hole. And so, you know, let me see if I can do this correctly. You would I have this let's pour some, you see, so this is what happens. So your kid just leaks into their underwear, so they don't have any control of this, poor thing. They'll smear it, you know, and if they're around their friends, you know, they'll get made fun of. It's just, the whole thing is just ass, like, really, it really is. So, you know, that's my whole pet peeve today. I really want to hone this into your brain and make you aware. That's really the focus of this video, to make you aware of what can happen so that you can focus on your child's diet first before you start really getting active with the potty training. Of course, always continue to teach. Potty teaching is different than potty training. That's one of the things that I immensely advocate for. You need to train the brain before you train the bladder and their bowels. So you would continue to teach them, you know, don't ever stop that. But you want to stop the active training, or not even start it if you're at that point, and fix this situation first so that they won't be afraid to go from the diaper to the potty or the toilet. Anyway, that was it. I hope you found my video super informative, as it was meant to get you and your child straight before you tackle potty training. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. I promise you, I'm legit. I'm a registered nurse with about 20 years of practice, still at the bedside helping many moms and children. And I've been honing this craft on potty training for many years. I've helped many parents. So if you want to continue to get videos like this, please hit that button. Again, this is Anna teaching you how to potty train your children. Peace.